So the big question on TikTok right now is, does anybody care about Nebraska? Super quick. Is this y'all? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off this early. So first of all, no one gives that's happening to you. You deserve it. Second of all, next time that there is an election, let's not be so simple-minded. Especially when the man that you're voting for literally fucked you. He would cut federal funding for your farms. He would deport all of your workers. And now you want us to give a... I'm sorry, bitch. He literally said it in his campaign. Like, do your fucking work. The worst part, educated individuals like myself voted for you. But guess what? Your vote counts just as much as mine.
You know what's funny, ladies and gentlemen? I feel like the inventors of English are having a problem with understanding their own language. I say that. Y'all don't come for me in the comment section that Esther, oh my God, that's too much. I hold my hand as you're taking this information. European Americans, I think we got a problem with understanding our own language. Because girl, what in the Trumpage language did you not understand? See, one thing that we all like about Trump is not your typical politician who is going to go like... according to the obligated situation of the close number of page 2015 and close 1982, the Mercury is of the lightning. No, Trump is direct forward. Each and every person on planet Earth understands that about Trump. The entire Trumpage voting, they understood. They just gaslighted themselves into, you know what, people can change. It's giving a toxic relationship. It's giving you to the red flags, girl. And you stay, he will change. No, because there's a black woman on TikTok who said, Nebraska girl, how do we help you, girl? How do you want us to help you, girl? This man done telling you, I don't F with you. You see, Nebraska, if you check Project 2025, I'ma make y'all bankrupt. See, the thing is, y'all, I'm my people, y'all are white like me. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna deport your employees if you vote for me. Girl, are you still down with me? And Nebraska girl goes like, yes, Sonny. No, you guys, I can't be kidding. But anyway, let's get serious and get into this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Natkuna Esther. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, darling. Oh, are you kidding me? 24,000 of y'all. I love you guys so much. Now, the Trumpage Nebraska bankruptcy situation is sending me in a coma because I cannot take anti-Nebraska people seriously. The way y'all are grilling Nebraskans is not good. Y'all will never see heaven.
Well, kind of late to the reaction for Nebraska people finding out that their firm's gonna get bankrupt. I did not know it was Nebraska before because I made a video about it. Like people got found, like disclosure and all that. Foreclosure, not disclosure. My bad. So, I don't know. It's kind of hurt my brain to go around that whole thing. Basically, yeah. So, what people are saying, like 70% of their workforce is immigrants, illegal immigrants. So, based on that fact only, you're telling me that the whole state, that 25% workforce people with the rest of the people who doesn't work, have no idea that the whole state, including them, were supported by that 75% of people. Oh yeah, and they could claim that they did not hear Donald Trump say they're going to deport it. I'm going to deport all the illegal immigrants. They pour in all the criminals from all the rest of the country, so I have to deport all of them. I don't know, man. Donald Trump said that openly, and on top of that fact, Donald Trump openly said that I don't need you, I just need your vote. Well, if you are a normal person, when you hear that, you can easily translated into your brain. Like when you do the translation yourself in your brain. So that's basically what Donald Trump's saying is basically, it means, after you vote for me, you can die. I mean, I can put it in English in another way so that you can understand. Because he said, I don't need you, I just need your vote. I don't need you. If that's not clear enough, that means in you, as a person, the whole package around you, like life, human decency and respect, and all kinds of stuff, including your family or whatever. You only need one thing, that is your vote. So after you vote for me, you could die. Is that not disgusting enough, and you still voted for him? I mean, and on top of, now you're, oh, my firm is bankrupting. Nobody care about Nebraska anymore? Dude, when you're in the voting booth, did you think about those illegal immigrants? Did you think about all the people who supported you, who are willingly to get a lower pay to do the hardship work that you didn't even want, so that your state could stay afloat, so that you stay alive in your state? Did you think of them? Did you care? No, you didn't. Did you care for your own life need also? Because Donald Trump said don't give a damn about you, and you voted for him, so that's what you get for what you voted. And you now crying about it? Give me a break, man. Go chill out. Enjoy the result. You won the election. You won what you voted for. Sit tight. Wait it out, okay? It will get better, just like Donald Trump said. I will annex Canada next. America would be the best. Oh, maybe he will get you rich when you follow him to Gaza.
Oh, that was a punch in the throat. Maybe if you follow him, you'll be rich in Gaza. You know he promised all the MAGA supporters that they're gonna be rich. MAGA supporters, you're a movie. I thought Latinos voting for Trump are a movie, but even MAGA white people? How can you be fooled by your own, man?
So I'm seeing a lot of people being confused about how, Nebraskans and people in agricultural communities can be voting against their own interests. And I have a lot of experience with these people. I'm related to them. And obviously when I talk about them, I don't mean all farmers, and I don't mean all the people in these states. But in my experience, the farmers have been living a fairy tale for many generations. They have been told by the government and by our own society, that they're extremely valuable, which they are, but that they are self-made men and that they exist in a vacuum and that we would be lost without them. And most weird, that they don't receive any kind of assistance, that they're self-made, which is a fairy tale. They receive a lot of assistance, but this is the story they've been telling themselves. This is a story that the government has been telling them. And this is the story that they've passed on to their children and their children's children, because they want to glamorize. They want to make what they're doing idyllic. They don't want their kids to leave the farm. They don't want their kids to go to the big city. They want them to stay, and they want them to keep the farm. So their kids and their kids and their kids have all been raised with this idea that as farmers, they are heroic. They are, the backbone of America, even though at this point, the backbone of America, if it's farmers, then it's completely made out of fabricated steel and been replaced by a neurosurgeon 30 times. They don't see that. So they don't understand. When you live in a fairy tale your whole life, and when you've been raised in a fairy tale, and when your father was raised in a fairy tale, you don't use critical thinking skills. You don't analyze what you're doing. You just keep going with the fairy tale. And you don't choose a political candidate that forces you to think. You choose the political candidate that encourages you to stay in the fairy tale. So that's how they keep voting for the bad people. That's how they keep voting against their own interests, because they're in a fairy tale. They're so enmeshed in it that they don't want somebody waking them up. They want somebody who's going to keep them asleep. And unfortunately, they're going to have to wake up sometime.
Welcome to my closet. And yes, it was that kind of day. Shout out to all the trans mice. You've officially become my favorite rodents, followed by Minnie, Jerry, and Splinter. And I don't discriminate unless they're MAGA mice. So you're welcome to the field out back anytime. Number 1, Jardians. I have a lot of type 2 diabetic friends, and none of them are fucking dancing in grocery stores or at work. How many times are y'all gonna chop and screw this jingle? And all aside, I did enjoy that first one. The woman at the fountain. Bring her and all her insulin-resistant friends back. Number 2, Nebraska farmers. Have been hanging out in the sex shops, and usually that's my kind of shopping. But you pick the biggest ding ding and you yourselves. Save all those tears to salt your damn popcorn. But you'll overcome. And when you're pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, pull up your britches too. That way, a worthless politician can't blow smoke up your ass. Number 3, Elon. That is the worst thing to come out of South Africa. And a birth canal. But you're having the worst week ever. Twitter, and I said Twitter, the only X I recognize is Malcolm. Twitter's under a cyber attack. The hoghead in charge wants his supporters to go buy Teslas. The last time I checked, your supporters couldn't afford to buy a vowel. And people are throwing Molotov cocktails into your dealerships. I hope y'all aren't using good alcohol. And number 4, Generation X and baby boomers. A damn quail, a damn apology. You crucified that son of a bitch for a non-existent E at the end of potato. And then some of you turned around and elected a president that's fucking illiterate and boo-boos on himself. Make that shit make sense. I'm going to go unload the dishwasher. Put out an APB for my missing forks. As always, y'all have a good night.
Oh, I can never take black people serious. Why do black people find the comedy in everything? Yeah, we move to the next one.